Hello everybody, Nerdalicious here, and welcome to my first tutorial. Today I'm going to be going to show you how to make a simple internet browser that will have many features such as backspace, forward, not backspace, just forward, go back page, forward page, bookmarks, recommended pages, and search engines, along with some console commands if I feel like it. Now, let's get started. So, as you can see, my web browser page looks a lot different than most of your guys's. It's just because my tabs are all messed up, so I know how to fix it, I just don't want to. And plus, it's a bit messed up right here when I have it docked right here. So, it actually works out because I get a bigger form to work with. And enough about that. So we're going to get started. Let's go to our toolbox first, and we're going to take out something that I like to call our URL box, actually, because it's a text box. Now just, no, I have a better idea. How about we just take our menu strip in the menu and toolbars section, and our tool strip in our menu and toolbars section. Now I have two bars right here, a menu strip and a toolbar strip. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to right click, we're going to go up to our corner where it has an arrow, and we're going to do grip size hidden. Alright, now it's going to take, I don't know, I just used to having it set like that. Now we're going to do add tool strip button, okay. And we're not going to add tool strip button, we're going to do our, add tool strip button, then add separator, then add a tool strip button. Now, those have weird icons right now, we can fix that later. And also, we're going to have to add another separator, a text box, and another button. And there we go. That's enough. That's enough buttons we're going to need right now. Just click on your text box right there and go to your properties. And you go down to where it says size. Make that 500 by 25. They got your big URL box. And one thing I recommend doing is starting your web browser. Okay, started it, just test out the buttons, see if they press, so you can type in your toolbox and just see if the best button presses. Alright, now, as you notice right here, whenever you hover the buttons, it says like tool strip, it says tool strip button 3, tool strip button 1 or 2. We don't want that to work, so we'll fix that later. Now, one thing we're going to do is the main important, I already done this already. What we're going to do is click on your main form. Just going to close that out. Click on your main form, go to your properties, and then go to your text. You can switch out your text. I recommend getting rid of all of it, because it usually says form 1. So let's just switch this to internet browser. I'm just going to click back on there and see where up here my cursor is. With my cursor around, it's right here, and we're in internet browser next to the funky little icon right there, which we're going to change a bit later. One thing we're also going to do is we're going to go to our, just click on our browser again, so we don't want to go into something else. We're going to scroll up, and we're going to rename the name. Instead of it being form 1, it's going to be FRM, capital B R O W S E R. The R through R is lowercase, and so is the FRM. So one thing we're also going to add is something called the web browser. And we're going to take the web browser and just draw it on there, and it will snap to the surface right here. Okay, so one thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the top under where it says internet browser, and it'll start saying type here. Just type in the and sign, shift 7, then search engines. Alright, now we got our first little tab right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our tab, and it's going to say type here again. Just type in Bing, and go where it says type here again, YouTube. Since I considered YouTube a search engine, since you're searching stuff off of one website area and it has a whole bunch of stuff. Yahoo. Go. No, that's not a joke. That's an actual search engine. And now we're going to click on Bing, we're going to go to our properties, and then we're going to search down to where it says shortcut trees, and it's going to say none right there. So let's just click down on there and press Control, then B, and then click off in the middle. So now we got, when you open our search engines tab, it'll have Bing and have Control B. So that's just a search engine link, quick link. Now we're going to do the same thing like YouTube. We're going to do properties. We're going to properties, and then we're going to go down and go to our shortcut keys. Control Shift, and then Control U, since it's YouTube. And see if that's there. Yep, that's there. Let's go to Yahoo now. Properties. Shortcut keys. Control Shift Y. Actually, no, not Control Shift. Control H. Control H. And now we're going to click on DuckDuckGo. Go to our properties. Now we're going to go to shortcut keys again. So go Control D. So I'll see this out, see if it works properly. Search engine Control A. Yes. Well, if it messed up for you, just go back into your properties for it, and then just switch the shortcut keys. You can also edit it in there. Control CTRL plus D. DuckDuckGo. Okay, sweet. Now we got that set. Now, one thing we're going to do is we're going to set up our buttons now. We're going to double click this button where it says, we're not going to double click, we're going to rename it first. So let's go back to our browser. We're going to click on the button right there. We're going to go to its properties. We're going to rename this to button. Go back. And do the same thing with the other one next to it right there. Except we're going to rename this one button go forward. One thing I forgot to mention over here is that we got to add a refresh button. So let's add in our button right there. This one, the third one we're going to click on, we're going to rename this to button search. And the last one right here, going to rename that one to button refresh. Alright, now we got our buttons right here. So I forgot to mention that we need an our separator, so let's just drag that between there. Alright, so we got separators right there. Now I know we're going to need icons, but we're not going to worry about the icons right now, so let's just click on our search bar. We're not going to click on search. Just click on your search button. Okay, so, sorry, let's fix that again. Let's go back to here. We're going to go to properties. We're going to switch the name. Control A, button. I so messed up. Button, go back. Go back up here, let's go to our properties. We're going to rename this button go forward. Button search. Button refresh. Okay, so we're going to click on our back button right here. Click that, and then we'll get some code lined up right here. Now we're going to type in. Before you do that, just click on your web browser and do properties, and rename this to web surfer so it's easier. Forgot to mention that. Okay, now I'll set web surfer. Let's go back to your coding area and type in web surfer dot navigate parenthesis scratch that, type and go back. Code should look like that right there. And we're going to click on here to our another button, and we're going to type in web surfer dot go forward. I'm going to go to a refresh button and name this web surfer dot refresh. Quite obvious. So now I'll just close out, like minimize these little code lines if we want to keep our thing nice and easy to read, and go back to our FROM browser. And now we're going to start our search thing. So let's click on your web browser, go to your properties then, and then you'll notice that there's a little place in URL under tag. So right there, just type in http://www.bing.com/. Okay, now we're going to run this with our debug. Okay. As you see here, we have our Bing website right here. One thing we're going to do is resize this. Here, updating our terms of use. Who cares? So, and one thing you notice, let's just make this a bit bigger if you haven't got set to the right size. Let's just take that. There we go. And now I'm just gonna pause this until I get the thing set up. Okay, now I got that fixed a bit. So yeah, we got some more space to work with. Well, I do. So we left off. We set up our home, our default navigation page, and now we're just gonna go up here to our search bar and set the properties to search tooltips box. We're going to rename that to URL box and just click out on that. Then I'm going to switch to our search button. We're going to go to our search button. We're going to double click that. Now we're going to have a new thing. Now one thing we're going to do is that we're going to set the thing so whenever when you're in the URL box and you type in the URL, it will instantly load the thing up. So what we're going to do is URL box dot text equals web surfer dot navigate. Sorry, I forgot the line of code. Okay, I kind of messed up right there, so I just got it backwards. So it's web surfer dot navigate colon URL box dot text. Alright, so that's what we're gonna test for you. So we're gonna just test this out. It's yellow right there. I don't know why. It's just probably an error. Oh wait, no, it works. It works. Okay, so right here, we're just gonna type in our HTTP. So it'd be http://www.google.com. Let's click our search button right there. Yeah, congratulations, you have loaded up Google in your web browser. Okay, so I'm just going to set up a little I'm just going to open up a website so we can get our text, so you can get some icons, and yeah, let's just go. Okay, well, I have gotten the icons, and the links will be in the description, along with the website where I got the icons, and these are completely free. In fact, they're ping files, so I recommend getting ping ones. So anyways, as you can see right here, you can see my refresh button. It fits in perfectly. It's just a little test on the icon, so I'm saying if it works on my computer. And yeah, it does, because I did this on my Windows 7 computer, my laptop. Anyways, let's just click on our button right here, and this will be a search button. Let's go to our properties, and now we're going to go to our system.drawing bitmap where it says image, and just click right there. We're going to go to import, and you're going to go in whatever folder your thing is. So let's go. So let's say it's on a desktop. You just search it. You just search for it and use it. But I recommend putting it in a folder in your documents where it says Visual Studio and Pictures. With all of them in there. It works really well. So click on your forward icon on the rest of them there, and oops, wrong one. Your right icon. It's called right, but still, you got your arrow right there, and you got website, and that one is called right. I don't know why. I'll just fix that. Just fix that later. That looks like your arrow, so you can search, and we're gonna click right here where the other one is, and we're going to dot properties, and we're gonna switch the bitmap to forward, and press OK, and we're gonna go to the other one, etc. So pretty cool. It gets a nice little feel to your project. So let's just debug it and see if it has any bugs or not. Nope, okay, apparently not. So, self-seared beard, brain switch study. Wow, cool. Never mind that. Anyways, we got our button. Go back and we got images right there. We'll refresh. So I haven't tested out the refresh button yet. So let's just go to HTTP. No, it does work then. Okay, well, next one. So, one thing you notice is that when you run it, it doesn't show the website you're on in your HTTP bar. There's a way to fix that, and I'll show you how to do that just now, right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our internet box, and it's our properties, and we're going to click on the lightning bolt, which is events, and then we're going to go to our navigated. We're going to double click right there, and you'll get a new line of code. What we're going to do there is we're going to type think. Okay, so we're going to type in URL box dot text equals web server dot URL dot toString. Okay, now with that line of code in, let's just test it out. Our debug. Apparently no button. Oh, and look at that right here. No music, no movie magic, it's just code. We've got our little search bar right there, and plus, just to prove it to you, just go right here and search up Minecraft. Oh, and look, the Bing thing switched. Oh yes, I know there's a security alert. Yeah, sure, proceed. I don't really care. Yeah, got everything in there. And the plus thing about it is, it plays Flash games, which I'll show you when we're done. I'm just gonna check how much time this has been so far. I don't know. We'll just figure out when at the end of the video. Okay, so we got that basics done. So now we're gonna do something a bit cool. We did it at in the beginning of the episode. It's at the search engines bar, and now we got our search engine buttons that they don't do anything. It's like if we run this and we go through our search engines, they don't do anything right here. It's nothing, complete utter nothing, nothing right there. You can't do anything. You can't even press Control B and it won't do anything. It's just not there. B, blah. Doesn't work. Now just double click on our Bing. Now we're gonna type in web server dot navigate colon thing in the HTTP colon forward www.bing.com. Now we got that there. So let's just test this out right here, since we know if it works or not. Alright, so we got our search engine. So we can press Bing right there. That load Bing. Press Control B. That loads Bing. It looks like it's refreshing, but it technically is, since you're loading the same page over and over again. I don't know what that's about. It just loads this out here. And I'm just going to continue with the last one. So you can go to YouTube. Same thing. It's just the same line of code. Web server. Well, it's not the same. Web server.navigate. Navigate. HTTP www.youtube.com, and plus it has to look exactly like that or it won't work. Let's do it again. The other one is going to be Yahoo and web server navigate, http www.yahoo.com. Okay, got that done now. And now we're just going to go to browser design, go to DuckDuckGo now, because that's the final one. Web surfer dot navigate http duckduckgo.com. And you notice I don't put any I didn't put www dots there. Sometimes I don't need it depending on the website. So let's just test these out. The search engines, Bing loading, YouTube loads, Yahoo loads. Oh, come on, bud, load. DuckDuckGo. Okay. What the heck? I'll pause it. Okay, well, it finally loaded. As you can see, this is based off Internet Explorer. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video, and I know I should have. Anyways, it runs like Windows Internet Explorer, but yeah, it's not. Yeah, so it's the way so you can customize Internet Explorer to work how you want it. Let's go back to DuckDuckGo and select to proceed. Yep, and see right here, it doesn't have www dot beginning right there. Yeah, the reason why I didn't put Google in there is because whenever you go to Google, and search up website, let's say Minecraft, and you can search it, but when you click on it, a lot of the times it loads into an Internet Explorer window. It didn't do that now, but occasionally it doesn't the Internet Explorer window. At least that's how it is on my laptop. I'm just going to test that again. I'm just going to test it on my laptop real quick. See if I just made a mistake on there. Yeah, I had a tendency not to load the page inside the Explorer and not in the Internet Explorer window. But yeah, it worked this time. So let's go to our internet browser page, design, and there's one thing I forgot to do. Let's just open up our browser code. And one main thing we need to do, so we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our URL box. And now we're gonna go to properties. Don't need that. No. Oh, okay. I see. I didn't end the emulation yet. I'm such an idiot. Okay, so let's just go to our properties, and now we're gonna go back to our events again. And there's something called key up. Just click on that, and it'll just bring up a little line code right here. And as we're gonna type in is if e dot key code equals keys dot enter, then web surfer dot navigate URL box dot text. Right, then now whenever we go to an HTTP, say http www.google.com, press enter to load the web page, so you have to press the search button. Search button's now kind of pointless now. I less like to use a search button. Okay, so yeah, so that's one of the main things we got here. And another thing we need to do is oh yes, splash screen. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to our FRM browser, and we're gonna go to our view solution explorer, which looks like this. And now we're gonna right click on our internet web browser, and we're gonna add a new folder. This is not necessary, you don't have to do that. I just like to organize my own forms. Like keep my forms in one area, like one main folder for main forms, and like first folder for main forms, and a conditional folder for additional forms. So yeah, I'll just add a new Windows form, and instead of just clicking OK with it, like add, we're gonna go down until we find splash screen. Right here, splash screen, and we're gonna rename this to FRM Splash. Okay. So as I did in the beginning, as I did not mention, I don't believe I mentioned it in the beginning of the video. When we go to Internet Browser Properties and Project, we get this. So before we do that, we're just going to click on our application title, and we're going to go to our properties, and just go right here. This is application title, and type in whatever you want for it, like Internet Browser. That's what I'm going to do. Internet Browser. Just click and got that right there. So we're going to go to our project, Internet Web Properties. And just in case you don't know, the assembly information tells you everything you can do in here, like title, Internet Explorer, disk promotion company, Internet web browser, copyright, trademark, version, etc. Anyways, what you do is we're going to go application, where everything is, all the main things you need, the default icon and all that, and then okay. What the? Okay. So now we're gonna go down to our splash screen area. It says none to do. Okay, I see. It's not. Hasn't been recognized into the code yet. Let's just. Okay, so save your splash screen, then go to this. Go back here, back, close this out. It might just take a while for it to recognize that your splash screen is there, like it's doing for me. Oh, startup form splash. Anyways, go down to your startup screen, go to FRM Splash. Don't make sure you just don't do that, just for mistake. And now just load a thing, and the splash screen's already coded, unlike you had to do in the older Visual Basic things. It just didn't do what I wanted right there. Okay, well, the splash screen goes behind all your windows, so just so you know it works. So just so you know it works, I'm just gonna pause. I'm gonna pause the video and compile. Okay, so it's gonna test subject Google right here. Okay, well apparently it doesn't like splash because sometimes the splash gets a bit buggy. Anyways, just so there's a standalone application in here whenever you go into your thing. So let's just go back to your documents and then go to Visual Studio 2000. And let's go to your projects and in your web browser, whatever you did. And just go back there and just go objects and do debug, and you got yourself a standalone application right here. Yes, let's go back over here. So you figured out how to make your own web browser. And it's quite exciting for you. Oh, there's a strong. Yay, there it is. It worked. Anyways, you learned how to make your own internet browser with search engines built in and fit back. The only thing is I don't know how to make the new tabs or any of the special stuff right there, so you're just gonna figure out yourself. And yeah, if you ever figure out how to do the new tabs, I recommend just click that like button and continue on whatever you're doing. Just likes, comments, subscribe, and if I missed anything, if you think I missed anything, just leave in the comments and we'll have someone else do it. Thank you, everybody. Nerdalicious here, and pieces. Okay, as I forgot to mention is that when we start the internet browser, when you hover over a button, it just says button search, button refresh. I'm just gonna fix that really quick. I didn't release the video yet, so it's all good. Anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on here and we're gonna go to our properties and click on the clip events. Just go to our properties, and we got something called okay, it's tooltip text. It's under the text where you type in the name. So let's just go over here and just go back button, previous. We're gonna go go to our click on there. We're going to go properties, and we're going to name this. I'm going to redo that right here to next. Do this one to search URL. Then we're going to a refresh button and just do a tooltip. Refresh page. Okay, let's just test this out. Previous, next, search URL and refresh page. Alright, so sorry I did not put that in there last time. Neuralicious out, and if you like this video, please subscribe, comment, and if you're a fellow coder, put your little channel into the comments below. Thank you. Neuralicious out, and peace. Pieces. Again, I did pieces again.